Good morning, I am Husky Light. Thank you so much for your likes, your shares, your subscribes. I really appreciate it and I love you all. Cards for today are angel cards. It is the 17th of June. It is Wednesday, 2015. And let's see what our cards have got for today. Choices is our first card. When you accept responsibility for your life and the choices that you make, you begin to tap into the power of your own spirit. You'll be able to listen to and appreciate the intuitive wisdom that's inside you and apply it positively and constructively to your outside world. This card will act as a mantra to help you focus and bring clarity to a potentially important choice that you may need to make. Let this card help you refocus your scattered thoughts and energies and bring you back to a place where the sheer number of options does not seem so overwhelming. So for some of you today, you've got a lot of choices to make. You're thinking about several different things at the same time and it can scatter your thoughts. You end up flitting from decision to decision, sort of thinking, what do I do? Which way do I go? Yesterday we spoke about some of you having to change slight direction in the goals or aspirations or the place that you want to go, and to let go of the outcome. And maybe this is a result of yesterday to a certain extent. Maybe it has now. Okay, so we have to change tack, and now our thoughts are getting scattered because now it's all in different directions. We need to ground ourselves. You need to ground yourself, be in the moment, not think of the possible outcomes, and just slow down. Think about each thing logically and carefully. Take time. The more time you take in making vital decisions, the longer it will be before you can achieve your goals in the physical and material world. So if you're taking too much time, if you're going to, it stops it manifesting. So you're sort of sat on the fence all the time. All the choices you've already made in your life have brought you to the point where you are at now. So the spirit world is helping you now to stop, analyze and assess the various options before you and how each might affect the outcome. By making better, smarter, carefully considered decisions and choices, you'll no longer be a victim of circumstance, but have the power and the ability to change your outcome. We spoke about changes. Acknowledge the signs and follow intuitive nudges to help you make the right choice. Making the right decision today has more purpose and validity than ones made on a whim or in desperation. Never let anyone push you into a decision. If somebody's going, no, you've got to make a decision right this second, don't let them do that. If you're pushing yourself into a decision, maybe out of desperation or this feeling it's got to be done right now, don't. It's all said earlier that if you just sit on the fence and you don't make a decision and you keep going and you're dithering, then it will never manifest and you will never actually make that choice and go forward and go in the direction that you need to be going in. But likewise, don't do it on a whim or out of desperation or out of somebody pushing you or out of this has to be done today. Don't do it that way either, because that's equally just as dangerous for you. Logically think through. Once you've made your decision, there you go, you've made a decision, and then you can stop the worry, you can stop the scattered thoughts, you can stop thinking about it and move on to the next thing. But don't procrastinate for too long over a decision. Think about it, but do it in a logical way. Don't go, okay, right, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it this way. That is going to cause problems that will come up for you. And we've got a lot of help today, really. Look, our mother's love. A mother's love is reaching out to you at this time and holding you close. She knows how much you miss her and wants to remind you that the special bond of love can never be broken. This card wasn't consciously chosen, but it was likely that your hand was guided to choose the card by the love and inspiration of someone you consider as a mother. So who's thinking of the mum today? Who's going through those thoughts? Your mum is close to you. If she's not here physically with you, spiritually, she is with you. A mother's love lives on forever, and even though we here in the spirit world, that love never ends and will continue to nurture, protect and keep you on your path. You've got your higher consciousness, you've got your guides, you've got your angels, however you want to call them. And you've also got your family. You've also got, you know, brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers, grandparents, cousins, others that, you know, you may have lost throughout your lifetime. They are on the other side and they're protecting you and watching over you as well. They're with you, they're around you. So whenever you're going through a hard time, you have to remember they're there, and just to quieten down and listen, and they will give you the nudges that you need. Spirit knows how heavy your heart may be right now and encourages you to remember the good times that you shared with your mum. For those special memories, remain with her here in the spirit world. Your mother wants you to thank you for all that you did, and she knows that the love, care and thought she gave her right to the end. And she is saying, I never really left you. I am the sun that rises and sets in each day. I am the gentle breeze which caresses your face. And when you feel the sun warm you, know that I am holding you close in a tender embrace, whispering, I love you, my child. I had to keep my voice very straight then reading that. She's around you all the time, just the same as your spiritual guide, your higher consciousness. Take comfort in the fact that even on the other side, they remember their memories from here. And once they're on the other side, everything is forgiven. Any problems you had in this lifetime are forgiven. And they remember the good things and the good times and the laughter and the fun and the kind thoughts and the kind words and the kind deeds that you did. And that's what they remember. And they love you unconditionally. They always have and they always will. So just remember that they are thinking of you and they're with you and they're helping you along your path, just the same as your angels and your guides. Our last card, which goes quite well with the others, is vulnerability. This is a confirmation that you're seeking to tread into the unknown, unfamiliar territory where decisions are based more on intuition than rationality. Whatever situations you're in today, if they are unknown, if you've not done them before, if you're making decisions and then moving forward with those decisions and not knowing where they're taking you, it's okay. Don't be afraid. Don't fear anything. You know your gut instinct, you know your intuition. Don't rely on outside sources to give you the answers. Know that it's inside you. Take a deep breath, ground yourself and go, okay, I can do this. I can do this. Don't let fear hold you back or allow a misguided sense that feeling vulnerable is somehow a negative condition, because it's not a negative condition. Everybody feels vulnerable and it's a good thing. It really is a good thing sometimes. We are trying to provide you with the confidence to step into that space where you might be feeling vulnerable. And once there, the divine wisdom of spirit will help you find clarity and relax and open your mind to new opportunities. Strength often comes from being vulnerable, as this is where you're able to identify and acknowledge your own limitations and find new ways of doing things that you may not have considered before. So new decisions, new choices, new pathways that you need to go down. You're going to feel vulnerable because you don't know what's happening. But when you take a deep breath and you think, oh right, okay, your strength is going to come out. You're going to see your strength through that vulnerability. Once you let go of the fear of vulnerability, which is one of the core obstacles of inner freedom, you will be able to embrace your authentic self and create a stronger connection with yourself, as well as your friends and your family. So it's all about being true to yourself. If you are true to yourself, then you give yourself freedom. You give yourself inner freedom, because you're not then having to deal with the thoughts, the scattered thoughts, the insecurities. You're facing them. You're going, I feel vulnerable, I feel scared, oh my goodness, but you know what, I'm going to do it. Get that inner strength. It's a truly liberating and healing process when you show your vulnerability. Spirit is beckoning you to take the path to find freedom. But when you do that, please accept that you won't automatically feel vulnerable. It will be your choice. And I think you do feel vulnerable when you're in a situation that you're not sure of. And it's a good feeling sometimes. It's a good way of gauging what's going on. It's not a fear, it's not a real fear. It's just you admitting that you are unsure of things, that you don't know necessarily where things may go. But you're going to do it. You are going to give yourself freedom. You're going to give yourself inner freedom. You're going to speak your truth. You are going to show the world what you're made of. And it's unconditional love. It's true, true love. It's you showing love in the things that you do, in the decisions that you make. Nobody will harass or condemn you for that at all. We all have vulnerability and we all have to show it sometimes. Right, that's your cards for today. I hope you enjoyed them. I hope it helps you get through the day. I hope it gives you something to think about. And I hope you have a wonderful, amazing day. Whatever you're doing, remember, be vulnerable, but be strong. And your mum is there. She's all around you. Whatever choices you've got going on today, think about them logically. Namaste. I'll speak to you soon.